The mind is everything. What you think, you become. Thoughts are not passive. They carve grooves into your experience. Tend to them gently, like seeds that grow into your life. You are not your thoughts. You are the sky they pass through. Your mind may be busy, but your awareness is spacious. Let thoughts float in and out, without chasing or clinging. Let go or be dragged. Holding tightly to what is already changing only deepens pain. Release isn't weakness, it's choosing peace over resistance. There is no path to peace. Peace is the path. You don't need to reach peace. You simply need to walk gently. Let your breath, your pace, your presence be enough. Do not try to quiet the mind. Let the mind tire itself out. When you stop fighting your thoughts, they lose power. Like a child chasing butterflies, the mind settles when it's no longer pushed. You suffer because you believe everything your mind says. Your thoughts are not facts. Let them speak, but don't always listen. The present moment is the only true possession. You cannot own the past, and the future doesn't exist yet. But this breath is yours. Attachments are beautiful, but heavy. You can hold something lovingly without gripping tightly. Freedom and connection can exist together. The cup is useful because of its emptiness. Emptiness makes room for what matters. Silence, too, creates space for truth to arise. When you plant a seed, you do not dig it up every day to check it. Trust your growth. Some changes are quiet, invisible, yet still unfolding beneath the surface. Now is the only moment that exists. The future is imagined, the past remembered, but now is alive. Return to it, again and again. Words are fingers pointing at the moon, not the moon itself. Truth can't be captured in language. Let words guide you, but do not mistake them for the thing itself. Breathe in, breathe out. That is enough. Life returns to this one simple rhythm. Let the breath carry your thoughts away. Everything changes. Joy fades. So does pain. In impermanence, there is mercy. Don't chase the light. Become still and let it find you. Peace is not something to reach. It arrives when you stop moving toward it. A single candle can light 1,000 others and never be diminished. Kindness shared is not lost. What you give away becomes part of the world. Be like a pond, reflect everything, hold nothing. Stillness does not mean emptiness. It means spacious clarity without clinging. You only lose what you cling to. Letting go isn't loss. It's freedom from the illusion of ownership. Even the loudest thoughts grow quiet when left alone. Don't argue with your mind. Let it speak and let it fade. You are not a drop in the ocean. You are the entire ocean in a drop. You contain depth beyond measure. You are not separate. You are the whole, momentarily shaped as you. Do not dwell in the past. Do not dream of the future. Concentrate the mind on the present moment. The present is not just peaceful, it's real. Everything else is a thought. This is your life. To understand everything is to forgive everything. When you see with compassion, even harm looks like pain asking for help. Forgiveness is wisdom wearing softness. Hatred does not cease by hatred, but by love. Responding to fire with fire only spreads the flames. Only cool water can put it out. A jug fills drop by drop. Progress is not made in leaps. Small, quiet choices shape everything. Better than 1,000 hollow words is one word that brings peace. It's not about saying more. It's about saying what matters. Stillness carries more truth than noise. Every morning we are born again. What we do today matters most. You are not yesterday. You are always beginning. Peace comes from within. Do not seek it without. The world can be noisy, but peace lives deeper than sound. It's already inside you, waiting to be remembered. The root of suffering is attachment. Wanting things to stay the same is a trap. Even joy must be allowed to move on. In the end, only 3 things matter: how gently you lived, how deeply you loved, and how gracefully you let go. You don't need to do more. Just live softly, love freely, and release with grace. Your work is to discover your work, and then with all your heart, to give yourself to it. Purpose is not a destination. It's a path lit by inner flame. The way is not in the sky. The way is in the heart. Stop searching far away. Truth doesn't live out there. It rises from within. As rain falls equally on the just and unjust, so does compassion. Compassion doesn't ask who deserves it. It just flows, like rain on the earth. No one saves us but ourselves. No one can and none may. We ourselves must walk the path. Guidance is valuable, but the journey is yours alone. Silence isn't empty, it's full of answers. Quiet reveals what noise hides. Sit in silence long enough, and it begins to speak. Even death is not to be feared by one who has lived wisely. A well-lived life has nothing to regret. When you've made peace with living, dying feels gentle. In a controversy, the instant we feel anger, we've already ceased striving for truth. Truth disappears behind emotion. Stay calm, and truth stays close. An idea that is developed and put into action is more important than an idea that exists only as an idea. Wisdom is not meant to sit still. It lives when you live it. If you truly loved yourself, you could never hurt another. Harming others always begins with forgetting your own worth. Self-love expands outward, never inward only. To conquer oneself is a greater task than to conquer others. Discipline over your own mind is the quietest, most sacred victory. The battlefield is within. With our thoughts, we make the world. Your outer world reflects your inner dialogue. Tend to your mind like a garden. Meditate. Live purely. Be quiet. Do your work with mastery. You don't need to fix the world. Just be present in it. Let your actions be your stillness made visible. If you light a lamp for someone else, it will also brighten your path. Kindness always returns, not as reward, but as reflection. Helping others helps you find your own way. You cannot travel the path until you become the path itself. Stop waiting to arrive. Walk like you're already where you're meant to be. It is better to travel well than to arrive. There's no finish line in peace. The journey is the destination. Speak only when your words are more beautiful than silence. Silence is not empty, it's sacred. Use words like lanterns, not noise. Health is the greatest gift, contentment the greatest wealth, faithfulness the best relationship. Not all treasure shines. What nourishes the soul is often quiet. A fool who knows he is a fool is wise. A fool who thinks he is wise is truly a fool. Humility is the doorway to growth. Pride locks it shut. There is no fire like passion, no shark like hatred, no snare like folly, no torrent like greed. Desire, anger, ignorance, and greed. These are the wild winds of suffering. Watch them, don't chase them. The mind is difficult to control, swift and light, alighting wherever it pleases. Let the wise guard it. The mind is a traveler. Your job is not to stop it, but to gently guide it home. He who envies others does not obtain peace of mind. Comparison steals joy before you notice. Look inward, your peace lives there. To understand the immeasurable, the mind must be extraordinarily quiet. Big truths don't shout, they wait for silence. Those who are free of resentful thoughts surely find peace. Forgiveness is not about others. It's about the weight you carry. Release it. Walk lighter. As a flower does not pick and choose the bees it blesses, so too should we give without expecting. Generosity loses its purity when it asks for return. True giving is light, and it stays with you. The trouble is you think you have time. Life is not a rehearsal. This is the moment. Let it matter. Better than 100 years lived without wisdom is one day lived with it. Depth matters more than duration. Even a single mindful day ripples through lifetimes. If you are facing in the right direction, all you have to do is keep walking. You don't need speed, you need alignment. However many holy words you read, what good will they do if you do not act upon them? Wisdom on the page is still asleep. Let it wake through you. When watching after yourself, you watch after others. When watching after others, you watch after yourself. We are not separate. Care moves in all directions at once. As you think, so you become. As you become, so the world appears. Your perception shapes your reality. Tend to your thoughts. They build the lens you see through. If you are quiet enough, you will hear the flow of the universe. You will feel its rhythm. Go with that flow. Happiness lies ahead. Stillness is not passive. It's how we tune into life's music and let it carry us. To forgive is to set a prisoner free and realize the prisoner was you. Grudges don't hurt the past, they haunt the present. Letting go is how you come home. When you realize how perfect everything is, you'll tilt your head back and laugh at the sky. Even the hard moments belong. There's beauty woven into every thread, even the tangled ones. You carry heaven and hell within you. Peace isn't out there. It rises or falls inside your own mind. Don't believe everything you think. Your thoughts are not truth. They're weather. Let them come. Let them go. Simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. Peace doesn't arrive with more. It comes when less is enough. The wise man makes an island of himself. He cannot be shaken by the flood. Stillness isn't isolation, it's foundation. Rooted deep, you stay calm even when the world moves. When the student is ready, the teacher will appear. Growth doesn't follow the clock. It blooms when your heart opens. Don't seek, become. Peace isn't found, it's remembered. As the snake sheds its skin, we must shed our past over and over again. You are allowed to begin again, and again, and again, and again. Awake, be the witness of your thoughts. You don't need to control your mind. You only need to notice it. The foolish man seeks happiness in the distance. The wise grows it under his feet. Joy doesn't live in someday. It waits patiently in now. An inch of practice is worth more than tons of preaching. Truth isn't loud. It's quiet and consistent. Desire is a contract you make with yourself to be unhappy until you get what you want. Notice what you're chasing and ask, is peace worth the price? Peace is not the absence of noise. It is the presence of clarity. Life doesn't need to get quieter. You just need to hear beneath the surface. There is no enemy outside. The real conflict is always within. What we fight in others often mirrors what we haven't healed in ourselves. Look inward first. Drop by drop, the bucket fills. Small efforts matter. Even now, you are becoming something sacred. Not everything that is faced can be changed, but nothing can be changed until it is faced. Courage doesn't guarantee change, but it opens the door. You are the architect of your own suffering. What you resist persists. Surrender builds softer walls. Pain is inevitable. Suffering is optional. You cannot avoid hurt, but you can choose how long you carry it. Just as a candle cannot burn without fire, humans cannot live without a spiritual life. You are more than breath and bone. You are light, remembering itself. The one who has conquered himself is far greater than the one who has conquered 1,000 others in battle. True strength is quiet. It lives in restraint, not control. In the sky, there is no path. In the heart, there is no need for one. You are never lost, only distracted by maps. Wisdom is not putting out every fire. It's learning which fires to let burn. Peace isn't found in fixing everything. Sometimes it's found in leaving it be. The quieter you become, the more you can hear. Noise blocks clarity. Silence is where answers gather. True love is born from understanding. It's not grand, it's listening, fully, gently, without agenda. Nothing ever exists entirely alone. Everything is in relation to everything else. You are not separate. Every breath you take belongs to the earth. The mind is like water. When it's turbulent, it's hard to see. When it's calm, clarity comes. Be still, not for control, but for vision. Let the surface settle. A disciplined mind brings happiness. Freedom doesn't come from doing whatever you want. It comes from doing what matters on purpose. He is able who thinks he is able. Belief is a gate. You walk through it, or you don't. You will not be punished for your anger. You will be punished by your anger. Anger carries heat, and it burns the one who holds it longest. You cannot pour from an empty cup. Kindness starts with you. Fill gently, spill carefully. Not seeing the true nature of things, we chase illusions and call it purpose. Much of life is shadow play. Stillness reveals what's real. To seek is to suffer. To seek nothing is bliss. Desire whispers, not yet, but presence says, already here. As fire is extinguished without fuel, hatred dies out when ignored. Some battles end when you simply walk away. Not everything needs your fire. Don't carry your mistakes. Learn from them, then put them down. Guilt is not a teacher. Reflection is, and it weighs far less. The path is not straight. It circles, bends, pauses, and begins again. Healing isn't a ladder, it's a spiral. Trust the turning. Joy comes not from possession, but from appreciation. Gratitude transforms the ordinary, and suddenly, everything shines. Even if you never arrive, walking the path is sacred. It's not about the end. It's about the rhythm of the walk. You are not broken. You are unfolding. Every crack lets the light move. You are not behind. You are in bloom. Everything that has a beginning has an end. Make peace with that and rest. You don't need to hold on anymore. Let the day go. Let the thoughts go. Let yourself go.